Hi, I'm Hermie Smith. I'm the director of City Team in the Neighborhood. I'm here with Ricardo Pineda, and he trains follow-up captains and vital connections captains on the Spanish-speaking side. And we're here in our Mayfair location. And both Ricardo and I started in 2001. So 20. I want to bring you in some of the wisdom that this man has learned over the years, and specifically Ricardo. We're talking now about pop-up closets, and for the people listening to this as pop-up closet captains, follow-up captains,
Follow-up captains.
share a little bit some of your practical, like we know there's a pop-up here in Mayfair.
Yes.
And how do you start to have that connection, and how do you start having that spiritual connection and start to recruit people to promote vital connections and things like that? Tell us a little bit, for somebody that have never done that, give them some tips on how to do that.
Hi, Ricardo Pineda again. One of the first tip, we need to understand is the captain follower.
Yeah.
The follower captain, he need to understand, especially, in that group.
Yeah.
That he invited, for the participate in the pop-up closet. He need to understand, and that group is the old people he need to make in a movement.
Yeah. The best workers are going to come from there.
Yes.
Your team is there.
Yes, it's over there.
Yeah.
You need to understand. That's why we need to prepare, a nice place to receiving them.
Right.
We need to give it, a very nice welcome. We're trying to making the people feel welcome.
Right.
This is not only serving and that's it, that whatever we're trying to do all the time, this is different.
Building relationships, making friendships.
Yes. So, and then, the how we engage these people, first of all is I separate, from I prepare a little place, to tell them who we are.
Okay.
Who we are, and then because people, they need to understand what we did, why is the purpose, of that thing. So in that occasion, I prepare many things. For example, when I give them the welcome, and the first time, I ask them to how they can tell us, present your name, where they come from. So just starting, a conversation with them. And then these people, later, when they tell me everything, I'm starting to ask them, hey, how is your community? What do you see in this community?
Right.
What is the problem you see
in your neighborhood?
Yeah, in the neighborhood. Yeah. And people, they are starting to look at me, but sometimes they don't try to say something because maybe they don't know.
No.
And then I change other question, and I ask, how many of you, do you understand or many people, they suffer anxiety? And then
or
people,
loneliness.
and then people are starting to look at each other and they say, yes. How many of you has this problem in your life, or somebody in the community?
Right.
So people raise their hands. Mostly of them. And then, it's incredible. In one place, everybody lift their hands. And I say, wow, So it's giving me, a big opportunity, because the program we have, is about that.
Addresses
that.
That's the solution.
Yeah, and then, people are starting, and they are starting to tell me, different situations, experience, how the people suffer in the community, and I ask them, do you have anybody can help you in that situation? They say, well, the only is the hospital, but sometimes, they make it more bad because they given us medicine or something like that.
Okay.
So, but I asked them, oh, wow, but do you see any other organization, agency? And they say, no. Well, I got a good news for you.
Okay.
Right here, it's not only to give you clothing, and know you, and food, and know you, is we're trying to see how we can help you a little bit more deep, especially in those types of problems. So I touch, some topics to the people, understand, that this problem sometimes is more spiritual than physical,
Right. It's emotional.
Yeah, emotionally. And then people are starting to say, and I tell them, the only answer sometimes is when you looking for, the spiritual medicine. I
Right.
say medicine,
Okay.
to they can get it. And then after that, so people, they are starting to tell me, so, and sometimes, they forgot that we gotta close,
Okay.
because we making that conversation interesting. Why? Because, that's the topics we need to touch
Right.
to promote, our programs in the beginning. So, and then later, for example, that's in the beginning, and then during the time, always I prepare that space to separate the people, from the clothing and don't taking any distractions. So, and I'm starting to ask them, hey guys.
So what you mean, because you shared with me yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So if people see, oh, the clothing is getting set up, they sort of focus. Ooh, okay, what do they got today?
Yes,
Wow, what is?
yeah,
Oh
yeah,
man,
yeah,
I need to.
yeah.
I want to get first in line. Ooh,
Yeah.
they got some good stuff.
Yes.
So at a different place, you have somebody that's set up there, and this is kind of like an area where you wait. So maybe this is where the coffee or where the drinks or the things like that.
We set
And
up.
you set up there because a lot of time people show up early. They're going to show up early. They want to get first in line, which is fine. Utilize that time strategically to start having these conversations.
Yes.
And this is not like a half an hour they need to wait. This is a conversation,
Yeah, because
not a
that's
sermon.
that's what we need, to making that conversation the people feel comfortable and call their attention, because it's very important.
Right.
So, and the other thing is, all the time I touch topics when I saw them. For example, I see people, when they trying to take in the whole stuff.
Right.
Hey, man, it's very hard because people, they are totally messed up.
Yeah.
So, but I trying to touch a topic, that people make them understand what do we expect from them. For example, when I sit down with them, I told them, okay, today, I want to tell you, we want to touch, for example, humbleness,
Humility.
yeah. And then people, they look at me and I ask them, can you tell me, what does that mean?
What's the definition of humility?
Yeah, what is the definition? Some people, they say something, but I try, they participate, not only me, because why? Because I starting to discover over there what is the people, they got the potential like a leaders. Yeah. What is that people,
the influencers.
And the influencers.
You see who's the team.
Yeah, so that's very important to know that, So, and then later, when I ask them, so I'm explaining, hey guys, now let me tell you my definition, or is humbleness or humility is when you thinking more the needs from others than yours.
Yeah.
And the people are starting. So today, why is important this? So, and I told them what is important, what is the perfect thing, to keeping people controlling. Yeah. And I told them, for example, today we want to put it in practice. Okay. And this closed, Yeah. So please, for example, guys, and always, I put in three things, same size or same gender. And I told them, for example, I had 3 pants over here, the same size, different color, but it's very nice, for example, maybe you say, oh, wow, I wanted those 3.
Yeah.
But when you want to try to the 3, what happened over there? You're thinking on yourself.
Right.
You're not thinking on others. So, and I trying to tell them, hey, taking one, and then later, giving the opportunity to old people. So, in the last time, when you see that nobody take it, those pants, you can get it.
Right.
But, I trying to teach something for the people. And then, some people, they don't get offended.
Right.
They say, yeah, señor, it's true, we got that tendency. We saw that always we got a problem in those programs, because people, they trying to take an advantage, but nobody teach us.
Right.
Just only, people, they just coming, hey, they starting to do something. And then, thank you very much. So now, all the time when the people come, they thinking in others. And I ask them, hey, don't forget, you
To
have
practice humility.
yeah,
Yeah.
So that's the topics.
So it's a learning opportunity, but instead of just, deal with it or address that person, you kind of teach it. It's like, here's a principle.
Yes, a principle.
And it's a biblical value.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
It's very important because now, people, because before, we trying to say, hey, only three things,
You put limits.
impose limits and something like that. But now, we're trying to these people make it feel comfortable like a family,
Yeah. And build community, build relationships, so they start to take care of one another.
Yeah, and then
respect one another.
Yeah, and then over there we are starting to build environment, community or family environment, through them.
All right, now tell me, you want to get people to be in Vital Connections, to sign up. So, what are some ways that how do you recruit people to say yes to Vital Connections?
Well, after
or any spiritual program.
After three times, we do this. I don't do it immediately because people. I need to see more to meet that people well. 3 or 4 times is okay that you can start to recruit. So what I did is I making a flyer like a flyer.
Yep.
So I put in over there, something. Hey, this is a program that you can, if you want to participate in this program, is the name is Vital Connection. Is about if you can need help, spiritually, emotionally, you can just put in your name, put in your phone number, and the time you can do it. You can do this. Can be in the morning or can be, on the night, on the afternoon, in which days. So, and I give it to everybody. So I prepare the time after three times when they attend the Papa Closet. So, and people give me that. They put in the whole information to them, days and times.
Do they ask questions?
Sometimes, they ask me questions. They say, what is this?
Yeah.
So, and I told them it's spiritual and emotionally, but if you give me this information before I'm starting the program, I'm making an awareness presentation.
Okay.
So over there, you can see the whole information. Because, if I explain them over there, it takes too much time and people, they don't concentrate. So that's why, we're taking those.
If someone not interested, now you make them sit to hear that. So you rather just get the people that are in, you give them a little bit information. We're going to have another meeting where you're actually going to give them a good overview. You can answer questions and they get a feel for exactly what this is.
Yeah, that's what I told them. This is additional a spiritual program. So, and I told them what it's about, what is the parts that our life, need to support in that thing. And I tell them it's a spiritual and emotionally.
Yeah.
But and then after that, I sit down with the team, the whole group of leaders.
So you have a list. They literally sign up. They give you their name,
time,
contact information, what time, and they're available.
Yes. Okay. And then, after that, we put in, in different hours, different days, how many. And then, in my group of facilitators, I asked them, who wants to take care of this group this day or this day, this time. And it's very nice, because sometimes, this is very nice because we don't doing something, in our time. We're trying to be flexible to helping the people. So that's why, that's the way we recruit. And then later we call them and we set up the meeting, to tell them, hey, this day, at 7 or whatever the time they put it over there, we got the first meeting. We want to tell you what is the whole picture of the Vital Connection.
So the next series is going to be for the Vital Connections captain. And we're going to go over the details. How do you host such an awareness gathering? What are the things to cover? How to create an environment where people say yes to Vital Connections, and then also how to facilitate, these programs, how to replicate multiply and replicate and multiply facilitators
Yes.
and also disciples. So that's in the next one. But Ricardo, thank you so much. Yeah, if if you have any questions, again, we're here to support you. We just want to give you
Yes.
some tips, give you the information. And the next video, we're going to talk about the importance of participating in this learning communities where there's ongoing conversations, ongoing learning, where you can learn from others
Yes.
at the same time. Like, for instance, like Ana Naranjo, when I attended in Milpitas, when I attended their pop-up, she has her whole team, and her team kind of do the pop-up, and she just connect with people.
Yes.
And she shared with them
Yes.
the impact that Vital Connections had for her, and that this is a program to help them, and address some of those barriers like we talked earlier. It's not about religion, it's not about converting people, it's really helping you to be in community and finding solutions for the things that for the struggles we have, and we do that together.
Yes.
When I was there in January, she literally signed up, I believe, 8 people, gave their names, and then she follow up, and then they hosted, and now they are hosting, a fairly large group of Vital Connections
Yeah.
coming from the pop-up, but it all starts with a pantry. So
And that the same thing, happened in different neighborhoods.
yeah,
The old leaders, they did exactly the same because we provide trainings,
Yeah.
training how they can recruit. We provide training how they can facilitate.
Yeah.
We provide different trainings.
Yeah.
If we see something is not right, I trying to prepare a training to the
Right.
people they can get
Right.
it.
Yeah.
So